Hello everyone, I am Dr. Richa Sharma, Faculty of Management, BBA Scholar Department. Today I am going to discuss consumer research process. So before moving ahead, first we should know what is a consumer research. It is an offshoot of marketing research. Both follow the same step and both are used for making better decisions. Consumer research is carried out to understand the behavior of consumers. It is the practice of identifying the preferences, attitudes, motivation, and buying behavior of the targeted customers. As we all know that there are number of customers and they all have different needs, expectations and demand. So whenever any company starts thinking about developing a new product, it is important to them to identify the market needs so that they can correctly estimate the expectations of consumer. And for this reason, consumer research is done. Now, moving ahead, let me explain the various steps involved in consumer research. So basically, there are 7 steps involved in consumer research process. First, identification or formulation of problem or objectives. Second, establishing the design for research. Third, choosing a basic technique of research. Fourth, select the best sampling procedure. Fifth, collection of data. After that, sixth, analysis of data. Seventh, preparing the report. Now, let me discuss all these steps in detail. First, identification or formulation of problems or objectives of the research. Any organization conduct research to know that why they are facing any problem, why the consumers are switching, what are the price, expectations of customers, and what opportunities they have in the prevailing market, or what will be the another target market. To identify all these factors, this step is done. And the objective must be clearly set and followed strictly, then only we can decide what type of research design should be there. Second, once we know what is the problem or the objective, now it comes to design a research. Basically, design a blue is a blueprint of the entire study. It can be divided into descriptive design and casual. In descriptive design, we can apply mean, median, mode to the data collected. Examples are 50% of the people like Maggie, 30% of the people dislike XYZ movie. Casual design, by the name itself suggesting, in which we identify the cause and effect relationship between the one variable on the other variable. And it can be calculated by regression analysis. Another comes choosing a basic technique of research. There are various kinds of techniques used for selecting the problems, market survey and observation. The survey is an essential part of research and by which researchers can acquire the market data, trends, and changing patterns. Observation, it includes observing source of data and factors that are collected and then place a design format for the research. After that comes selecting the best sampling procedure. It is a sample containing characteristics of larger population. It refers to a smaller, manageable version of a larger group. In statistics and quantitative research, a sample is a set of individual or objects collected or selected from a statistical population by a defined procedure. And a method to take the samples from the population is known as sampling procedure. Basically, two types of sampling is done, probability sampling and non-probability sampling. A technique where research choose samples from a larger population using a method based on the theory of probability, then we can say that it's a probability sampling. While on the other hand, in the non-probability sampling, a sample is selected based on non-random criteria and not every member of the population has a chance of being included in the research. So after that comes another step is collection of data. In this stage, researchers try to boost their research work and try to collect the information from available various resources so that they can collect all the necessary information required for the research. Now, after that, the data can be collected via two medium, that is primary data collection. This is first in hand, and it includes the statistical methods, survey, polls, interview, Delphi technique, focus group. While on the other hand, a secondary data is the data which is used earlier, and it can be financial reports, sales reports, government reports, mission statement, vision statements of any company internally. After that, the most important part comes the analysis of the data. It can be done on step by step. The first, whatever the questions you have collected, you have to validate it. Validation of questionnaire is must and it can be done by reliability analysis. After that, you have to club the factors, which is known as factor analysis. Standard deviation, correlation, regression, t-test, f-test, ANOVA. These are the techniques available for any researcher to analyze its data. After that comes, when you analyze the data, preparing the report. After analyzing the data, you have to create a research report, and it should carry all the relevant and important data covered and analyzed in the study. A good report must contain table of content, list of figures, research objectives, hypotheses, sampling procedures, questionnaires, research methodology, data analysis techniques, research results, and conclusion. So, if any organization want to get success or to become a market leader, they should focus on conducting a high level of research. With this, I want to say thank you to all.